Dousset.
Dousset. Well, where that one came from.
I answer to all kinds of names. Dousset, Jean, John, Jean.
Well, you are answering all our prayers here tonight because you have done a beautiful collection for our birthday. And these are all exclusive designs. Yes, Jean does one-of-a-kind pieces that are tens of thousands of dollars in his design studio in Los Angeles. But he also does this collection exclusively for us here at HSN. This next piece is going to be one of the coolest, and I know we love the contrast here of the beautiful created rubies and the black spinel with the dark metal. You don't see a lot of the dark metals either. We don't do it very often.
No, but I think I was one of the first designers to bring black rhodium.
I think you're right.
With colored stones, because that's the way you really bring out their color the best. Whenever you set black, red on white, you flush out completely the stone, the smaller stones.
And look what you did, contrast.
So it's very nice to create something that's, again, low profile when it's on your finger and really, really vibrant and brilliant with the light. Stones need light. You know, when you crush them with too much light or no light, they don't really work. But when you're like under low voltage lighting, for example, wow, it looks unbelievable.
Yes.
It's really, that's the nature of stones. They live through light, they live by light.
And this is a perfect example of that. And do you love working with black spinel?
I love working with black rhodium in general.
And just, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think that it makes things very scintillating and dramatic. You're absolutely right. And then again, we have that ruby that we were talking about earlier. We haven't made any sort of compromise. The ring is a little bit more fashion forward, let's say, a little bit less classic or traditional than what we've seen before. But the quality of the ruby remains. The Burmese ruby, deep red, intense color is still there with that very light flash of pink, and we take it all the way down to the band. And then those black spinel just wrapping around your fingers perfectly.
Oh, and that's like the look of black diamonds and the most premium, superior ruby that you could ever possibly imagine having. And it's almost like a shield ring, so comfortable.
So comfortable.
That it fits on the hand.
Perfectly fitted. So you have a nice proportion on your finger without having the burden of a heavy ring.
Right.
Look at those rubies.
Right?
I mean, both of them.
And then from the side angle, you know, this is striking. It's that Jean Dousset, his fingerprint, that you can see coming down. Much more difficult to do any kind of accent on a band, on a precious metal band. I didn't even talk about $89.90. I'm so excited about this design. I don't care if it was $189.90. It is spectacular. It's so incredibly comfortable. It could be your signature everyday ring. And this is that ring when you wear it to the office, and once again, people are going to be stopping you,
and I love from a
grabbing your
distance,
hand.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I love that shot when there was a little bit of distance between you and the camera. We were really, our eye was so drawn to
you could see
how vibrant the red and the black are. You really notice that red, that depth, how rich it is. I'm immediately drawn to your hand.
Yeah.
The jewelry is working really well when it does that.
Well, we're counting backwards at this point, and we're also featuring the 4 flex pays only for the hours. That's I can't get this home for $22.50, custom sized with your unconditional guarantee. I'm putting the matching earrings up too, so you can. We have the item number for it at the bottom of the screen. They are extremely limited. They're cool the way you design that,
and they wrap around your lobes.
Yeah.
So they start in the front, and then they will grab you. Not grab it. They will go and hide themselves behind your ear.
Very clever. That is so neat. Almost looks like it doesn't even have like an area where it goes through. You know what I mean? Like it's free floating.
It's free floating, but it goes right around your ear.
Very clever. And this piece definitely, it's one of our most popular pieces, and for good reason, is going very quickly. I have fewer than 50 pair of those earrings.
It's actually the other way.
Okay. Oh, we'll switch it the other way. Okay. On the other ear. Okay. So
they have a sense.
Yes,
you have to wear the right one and the
other.
left one. Yes.
Okay, so we'll show that.
Just letting you know for you at home. You don't think exactly.
Well, Jean Dousset has been designing here with us exclusively at HSN for the past 7 years, and the brand has just continued to grow each and every year, and it's so distinctive. It's so unique. the attention to detail, and I can say this because I've been working with you for 7 years, from the day you first brought to us your, I believe it's the Asher cut, right? Yeah. The response was absolutely phenomenal, and you are a perfectionist, and you continue, when we talk about, you know, bringing to us, you know, workmanship and quality, but continue even beyond that, bringing to us the finest, most sought after opportunities in stones like rubies, for instance.
You know, it's like it really is built in. I don't have really
in your blood.
I don't really have the option. It's like I feel like it's my duty to deliver the perfect colors, the perfect ring. And let me remind you that I get to explore it as well. Creating this collection on HSN gives me that utmost freedom that I don't necessarily get in the diamond world. Until somebody asks me for an extraordinary ruby or an extraordinary diamond, I don't really get to buy them as much. Here, I get to create sort of that dream collection for myself as well, for you, but as well as a mean of expression. Like, it's perfect. That color is it's unbelievable.
Yeah, they say blood red or candy apple red, right?
Actually,
you look for
pigeon blood is the way you describe that perfect saturated red. But most importantly, the color is one thing, but when you can find the scintillation inside the stone, when you can really see those flashes of pink coming through the stone, that's when you know you've hit a perfect toned ruby.
And then you couldn't have a better stone accenting it than the black spinel, like a bed of black diamonds. And then there's that contrast that you were speaking of earlier. You could have easily done, you know, just black if you wanted.
But the ring would have looked very different if it was black. That red has to go through those 3 hoops of black.
Yes.
That red so that it connects to the center stone, and that creates the ring. I look at these drawings with different color combinations, and I pick the one that to me makes the most sense. That's going to really drive to the center stone. Let's remember that the center stone is everything. We are looking at imagine in our imagination, but I am creating the ring thinking of a one-of-a-kind ruby. So we want the ring to make sure that the ring serves the ruby.
It looks like we went to Jean with the 6-carat perfect flawless ruby and said, Jean, I want you to make me something that is completely unique to anything else that I've ever seen. I want something a little bit with an edge, but I want something that's comfortable. I want a ring that, you know, obviously showcases that beautiful center stone, and a ring I can wear every day comfortably and not ever have to worry about it. This would be exactly what Jean would make for you right here in every little, you know, last detail. We are extremely busy. We are specially birthday pricing this. I can't get over that at $89.90. And the 4 flex pays goes away in about 30 minutes from right now. So $22.50. We'll ship that right to you while they last. Size 10 just sold out. So we also, if we were going to ask for those of you who are just